Hey guys, what's up? I hope you had a good Sunday. My Sunday kind of sucked because my Seahawks lost to the Indianapolis Colts. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about football. I'm here to talk about my WWE Battleground 2013 review. And to start off the show, we had Rob Van Dam versus Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship match in a hardcore match. And Alberto Del Rio won by tap out by using the I don't know how the fuck I said that. The cross arm breaker with a chair, and it was a good match to start off the pay-per-view. And yeah, I mean it was a wicked cross arm breaker with the chair he used on on Rob Van Dam. So I don't really blame Rob Van Dam for tapping out. I gave that match a 3 out of 5 stars. Then this is where the pay-per-view went bad in my opinion. Then we had the Great Khali and Santino versus the Real Americans, Antonio Cesaro and Jack Swagger. And the Real Americans won, which was good. They should have won, but I didn't care about this match. But Antonio Cesaro swinging the Great Khali around the ring by his legs was awesome to see, very awesome to see. In my opinion, they should have Antonio Cesaro leave the Real Americans, and then here's an idea for a faction. Make a tag team of Wade Barrett, Drew McIntyre, and Antonio Cesaro. That would be a great tag team, in my opinion. And then then this was probably the most boring match of the night. We had Curtis Axel versus R-Truth, and Curtis Axel retained his Intercontinental Championship. I didn't care about this match. The match was really dull and boring. I didn't even rate it. And then next we had a Diva title match between AJ versus Brie Bella, and AJ retained her Divas Championship, which was the right move by WWE. But it was a boring match to see. It was a boring match though, so that also wasn't a very good match. And then this is where it finally picked up for the pay-per-view. We had The Shield versus Goldust and Cody Rhodes, and if The Shield won, the Rhodes family would not get a contract with the WWE. Not Goldust, not Cody Rhodes, not none of them. And so, anyway, so the Rhodes family won in what was a great match between Goldust and Cody Rhodes versus The Shield. Great match. The crowd was invested. It was an emotionally great match. The crowd was invested. Everyone was invested. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars with the Rhodes family winning. And then we had Kofi Kingston versus the Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt won. I did not care about this match. The thing that creeped me out, though, was when Bray Wyatt was about to do his finisher, and he started crawling on the ring somehow, upside down. He started crawling in the ring like some kind of fucking spider towards Kofi Kingston, which I thought was really creepy. But anyway, so Bray Wyatt won. I didn't care about the match. And then next we had, and I thought this would be a good match, but I was wrong. Next we had CM Punk versus Ryback, and CM Punk finally won a pay-per-view match, because, I mean, he hasn't won a pay-per-view in a long time. Like, he lost at SummerSlam to Brock Lesnar, he lost at Night of Champions to Paul Heyman, so finally CM Punk won against Ryback, and the match was okay, but it was kind of dull for me, and in my opinion, CM Punk and Ryback have no chemistry in the ring whatsoever. To me, The Rock and CM Punk had more chemistry in the ring than Ryback and CM Punk do. I just thought I'd say that, because, I mean, I know that The Rock did not wrestle a whole lot, but he had way more chemistry with CM Punk than Ryback does. And next we had the main event, Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. And I thought Randy Orton was going to win, because during the match, the Big Show came down, he pushed the referee out of the ring, and then he knocked out Daniel Bryan, and then almost as I thought Big Show was going to turn heel, the Big Show knocks out the second ref as he's about to make the count for Randy Orton to win. So the Big Show knocks out the second ref, then he knocks out Randy Orton, and then, so pretty much for the ending of the main event, the title is still vacant. And I don't really agree with the ending. I mean, it was a good match. I mean, it wasn't the best I've seen between Daniel Bryan Randy Orton, but it was still a pretty good match. And I mean, I liked it that the Big Show got involved. I just didn't like the ending because it was a no contest. So just for that, even though it was a good match, I gotta give it a 3 out of 5 stars. A 3 out of 5 stars. So for this whole pay-per-view, guys, this pay-per-view kind of sucked for me. I mean, it was an okay pay-per-view, but this could possibly be the worst pay-per-view of 2013, in my opinion, because they only had a few good matches. They had Rob Van Dam versus Alberto Del Rio. They had the Rhodes family versus The Shield, which, in my opinion, was match of the night for the pay-per-view. And they had Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan, even though the ending sucked. So this pay-per-view kind of sucked for me, and so like I said, though, the match of the night goes to The Shield versus the Rhodes family. But for this whole pay-per-view, guys, I gotta give it a 5.7 out of 10 stars. Like my video, dislike my video, comment on my video, and subscribe to my channels, guys. Cheers.